Being a renowned and popular name in the wedding industry, Miss Kutchie has also organized weddings of celebrities like Heart Evangelista and Senator Cheese Escudero, and of course, Senator Bamakino and other names in the industry of politics and, of course, in the entertainment industry. Hey guys, so this is Mark, and once again, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So for today's video, this is actually the part 3 of our wedding BTS vlog. So thank you for those who have been watching our part 1 and part 2. And if you haven't yet, hope you can also watch them muna. Just click the links down below.
So, we're on our way to Manila Cathedral for the ceremony. My bride Irene is still up in her room, but she's going down in a bit. Our mass is at 3 p.m. So, we're already here at Manila Cathedral. Our ceremony starts at 3 p.m. We're going to meet the members of the entourage inside for the lineup. So, let's go inside.
Over the years, Kutchie's name was little bit known to the public with the word of mouth, with all the media, the newspapers, the magazines that have been featuring her, and that everything else was just really history for Kutchie. And she's really very thankful that up until this day, people still really look after her. Organizing events was actually one of Gucci's passion ever since she was young, and in fact, when she was in college in Saint Scholastica, she used to organize a fundraising concert with Gary Vee as a special guest artist for that event. And of course, after a few years, when Gucci finally finished college and started to pursue her passion, she again met Gary Vee, and he at that time was a special guest of a wedding that Gucci incidentally organized. All right, guys. So here with us is actually one of the Philippines' most renowned and most sought after wedding coordinators. So we are happy to have here Miss Kutchie. So yeah, hi.
Hello, Mark. Nice
Yes.
again to see you. And thank you
Yeah.
for having me today in your
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah. So how
Yan.
are you
So,
naman, Miss Kutchie?
well, lately, it's like, how do I put it? It's like a cycle of things for us. Alam mo yung parang umuulit-ulit lang and then
Yeah.
babalik na naman kami ulit sa alignment. So,
Yeah.
it's been pretty much like that magmula nag-start yung pandemic.
Yeah.
It's a never-ending uh, cycle of adjustments. So even for the coming weddings that we have, yung mga bagong soon to weds sa parating, ayan, hini-heads up na namin on how
Yeah.
uncertain things can be, how it can be fluid, pero doable, no? Basta fight lang talaga yung tawag dun sa sa motto nila.
Yeah.
Yan.
So how ano, we're just curious, no, Miss Kutchie, how did you start po in this kind of industry or in this kind
Okay.
of career path?
Oo. Actually, surprisingly, I didn't know. Bata pa lang pala ako. I'm into it na. Because my parents are like, they're very active in associations like Rotary, Soroptimis, Lions Club, And as a kid, I grew up in that environment. Yung
Oh,
lagi may party sa bahay namin. No? And my mom would always ask me to fix this, do the registration of guests, check the lights and sound. Bata pa lang ako noon. Siguro I was like 12. And then when I went to college, very active ako sa school. I was like president of the club. I was president of the class. So, syempre, pagka may event, like concerts, fundraising, wala na ibang gagawa kundi utusan, which is the presidente. So, ako yon. So, it's like, na-imbibe na sa akin yung culture na I'm always into planning and organizing. Then I met a few people who are into my own world, no. So there's one, a friend photographer, who turned out to be doubling in weddings. So when we graduated, he was like kind of asking me what I was like doing. So
Sorry, what did you finish pala, Miss Kutchie, in college?
it
What
was
course did you take?
HRM for 2 years and then another 2 years for business management. So a total of, yun pa rin, 4 years pa rin, of course. But medyo half-half siya. So, and then what happened there is that it was by accident. I wasn't doing anything at the time. So I told myself, sige, why don't I try going into weddings with my photographer friend? And then it just started like a hobby. Kasi I do events for my friends, I MC for free. In short, Mark, pakialamera ako talaga.
Yeah.
I like to be like doing something. So it just started there. So it was a small booth in Rockwell, eh. And then apparently some people were like there and they were interested with my services. And then that's how it started it. It was supposedly a hobby lang kasi I was
Mm.
also a baker. I have a bake shop
Yeah.
at the time, pero I was thinking of quitting na the bake shop world and go into full-time wedding planning. So that's what
Mm.
happened. Nagkaroon ako ng transition. Yun. That's how it's a really accidental, actually. I didn't know I was supposed, kasi wala akong training.
Mm.
There is no school at the time for
Yeah.
events. So yeah, that's how it started.
Mm. So parang mahilig ka talaga na to be in the production side of events. Is that it?
Mahilig akong, uh, wala lang, parang feeling ko gusto ko na i-stress palagi. Alam mo,
Mm. So kumbaga,
yung
pag sa
parang,
theater, ikaw yung parang production manager, parang gano'n?
yes, oo, parang ganyan. Oo, director at the same time.
Mm.
So, it's like, different kasi sa wedding eh, may sarili siyang mundo.
Mm.
Yung wedding, iba yung theater, iba yung ano. Pero when you think about it, isa lang yung direction niya. More
Mm.
on execution of the event
Yeah.
itself. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yan. So that's how
So
it is.
parang we're also curious, no? Paano kayo, what inspired you to be in this kind of, actually, it's not a job, eh. Parang, di ba, it's your passion kasi, eh. So, yeah.
Mm-mm.
What
Bakit napunta sa
inspired you to
wedding,
be
no?
in it? Yeah.
Good question. Kasi siguro because, di ba nag-start ako as a baker.
Yeah.
So when I was into baking, I do a lot of wedding cakes. So syempre, ako na yung gawa, ako pa yung deliver. So alam mo yun, na-encapsulize na sa world ko yung, ito yung world ng wedding. So medyo nakakaano siya, nakaka-excite siya. And you
Yeah.
see couples really into it, no? And planning about it. Tapos sobrang nakaka-inspire kasi ang romantic ng atmosphere, tapos masaya siya. Alam mo, feel mo yung love on the day. It started with my baking years, no? When I do wedding cakes, no? And then, so syempre, nung nagkaroon ako ng opportunity, it turned out na rather than being sabog into like corporate, kiddie, whatever event na social, I just focus na lang on wedding. Para
Mm.
I wanted to specialize on that.
Mm.
So that was like how the decision making came to be. Kasi pwede kang pumasok sa all events eh. Alam mo
Mm.
yon. Pero I chose wedding kasi mas personal yung approach. Hindi katulad ng corporate, ang kausap mo, 10 tao. Tapos parang hindi mo alam sino talaga yung ka-deal mo. Unlike couples na it's very direct.
Yeah.
So that's how I decided I'll stick to weddings. Mm.
Yeah. So, what was your first wedding and how was it?
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
first wedding
My,
event, rather.
my first wedding was a disaster. It was sobrang, alam mo yung lakasan kasi ng loob, Mark eh. Di ba,
Mm.
sometimes sobrang gustong-gusto mong gawin, pero lalakasan mo yung loob mo kasi di mo alam kung like how it will turn out. And yet, kailangan mo siyang gawin. Kahit
Mm.
na may hesitancy ka, no? There's no way eh, of
Mm.
finding out not unless you do it. So, my first wedding was technically siguro disaster for me, no? But not naman entirely for the couple kasi ang dami kong kinakapa that day. Alam mo yung napapaaway ako sa supplier, alam ko na may mali akong ginawa and then I have to rectify it. Sobra yun, like yung unang-unang wedding ko, I almost walked out of the event kasi I got into a fight with a couturier who was like late with the gown and then sobrang taray ko. I was like, dahil pagsigawan ako, alam mo, hindi ako cool kasi mainit ulo ko, ganyan. Pag nag-uumpisa ka kasi, di ba, medyo tensyonado ka. Hindi ka yung relax. So, paaway ako. Yun mo yung nakakatawa doon is like, the photo video people were like, ano na, they were like, nagre-referee na sa amin nung couturier. And to make things worse, andun yung bride who was like, witnessing it na. And that was my very first wedding. I wanna cry kasi parang I know na I was maybe overacting, but at the same time the couturier who happened to be like a popular one then didn't take it in stride, you know, and pinatulan talaga niya ako. So it was a chaotic and I wanna walk out at that
How
moment,
did it
but
end
I
up?
don't. Well, it was funny kasi I cried, I stepped out of the room. I have to compose myself. And then I said, no, sige, ilalaban ko to. Because if I walked out, it's like weakness on my part. And maybe I can never be back kasi I'm not for this. So, bumalik ako sa room, kumalma ako, and then we proceeded, no? And then later on, yung couturier, maybe he realized that he was also naging OA, approached me, and then, you know, let's make peace, gina, let's make it be a happy one for the bride. Gumano na siya sa akin. So, I felt relieved na, okay, sige, let's focus on the job, you know. So, that was really the first, and it, it taught me a lot of things talaga on how to be patient, you know, how to keep my cool, you know, there's things that you realize. So, it wasn't exactly you know, parang masasabi ko na super, super okay ako. Yan. May
Yeah.
challenge din, unang-una.
Pero syempre, it was a good learning experience din, no, on your part.
Yeah, kasi imagine mo, Mark, I'm here for more than, 20 years, actually. Doing it over and over again. So, somehow, I stuck into the business.
Pero I used to attend one event na debut and you were the coordinator back at that time din. Yeah. So you also
Really?
do mga debut, no? Tama. It was in
Yeah.
Shangri-La the Fort din, yeah.
What's the name of the debutant?
Patricia Hariong.
Si Pat, yeah.
Yeah,
Oo, I
yeah.
did. It was a Beauty and the Beast. Oh my goodness, you were there pala.
Yeah.
So, so it was very seldom actually that I do debut. Pag nagkakataon na let's say open yung date, tapos wala namang wedding, kasi priority ko usually wedding. Pero pagka may debut na pumapasok, tapos open naman talaga yung date, nagtatanggap naman ako.
Yeah.
So, hindi lang ako known as yung gumagawa ng debut kasi yung name ko kasi Getting Married no?
Yeah.
So, but still, fortunately, there are those who still trust on getting us for debuts. And sobrang masaya din ang debut, Mark. Sobrang
Yeah.
siya nakakayang, oo.
True.
Kasi you're dealing with, younger people.
Teenagers.
Yes, oo. Gen Z na ba ngayon? Hindi na yata millennials Oo.
Alpha
So,
Gen, parang gano'n, no?
I'm,
Yeah. Yeah. So,
that's good. That's good to know.
yeah. So, yeah, syempre after that first event, so parang over the years, so not to mention na syempre unti-unting nagiging na, si Miss Kutchie, and then, yeah, so the name is, well, syempre being more renowned na in the industry. And so I'd like to ask, no, who are some of your celebrity clients?
Well, not naman so many. I had, siguro yung naging popular talaga is the one with Heart Evangelista.
Yeah.
So some few years back, no? Kasi it was high profile, everybody loves Heart, and then there's a profile ng politician, she's Escudero.
Yeah.
So, it was very, a very colorful,
It was in
episode.
Balisin, di ba? Yeah.
They had two weddings, a wedding in Balisin and a Manila wedding.
Yeah.
So I did mostly the Manila wedding. We had about 2,000 guests that
Wow.
night in the whole of Blue Leaf, no. So that one was very masaya. It was covered by GMA7. Tapos I also did before, marami akong politicians like Senator Bam Aquino. I did his wedding in Tagaytay, Esplendido. And then some celebrities na mga bloggers, like si Say Alonso, who used to be
Ah.
with Pinoy Big Brother. I did her wedding. Also si Cherise, the comedian, is also with GMA7. And then I did a basketball player, sila Patrimonio. I did their silver wedding, Alvin Patrimonio. There were
Mm-mm.
quite a few, no? So
Mm-mm.
even mga Biasons, I'm like suki with them. Starting from the lolo, si Senator Biason down to the apo. I did their wedding. So it's a good experience na nagkakaroon ako ng suki. And whether they are celebrities or non-celebrities, I treat them
The same way.
equally. Same
Yeah.
lang. Same level. Mm-mm.
Being a renowned and popular name in the wedding industry, Miss Kutchie has also organized weddings of celebrities like Heart Evangelista and Senator Cheese Escudero, and of course, Senator Bam Aquino and other names in the industry of politics and, of course, in the entertainment industry. So, yeah, so parang among your events, what can you say yung pinaka-memorable?
Siguro yung ginawa ko yung golden wedding ng sarili kong parents. The golden wedding anniversary of my
Ah,
mom and
yeah.
dad. I am very thankful. I am very feeling ko I'm so blessed to have that opportunity to do a wedding for them na alam mo yon, na-create ko siya in such a way na sobrang happy nila. And it was like an experience for me na, uy, grabe, I'm into this field. And yet here are my own parents kasi gawin ko ulit yung kasal nila for a golden wedding. And for me, that's really quite a blessing and very privileged ako to be able to do that. Syempre, together with my siblings, no? Pero syempre, since alam nila ako yung wedding planner, so talaga yung mga kapatid ko would umasok talaga sila on how I can create that moment. So sa akin, memorable yun kasi parents ko yun eh. And my dad actually, after nun he passed away after 2 years after that, my mom is still alive though, but I'm so grateful I was able to do that. No, yeah. So that's for me. That's memorable.
One of the most memorable events or wedding events that Gucci has organized over the years is actually organizing her own parents' golden wedding anniversary.
And syempre lahat ng weddings ko talaga for my couples, whether it's big or small. Ang most nare-remember ko is yung pagiging warm ng naging kliyente ko. Yung even after so many years, naging friends mo sila. So
Yeah,
those are like memorable events for me.
yeah, yeah. So thank you for that. Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
so, Miss Gucci, kasi we always see you, yeah, during events, ganyan, organizing and talking with different suppliers, ganon. So,
Mm-hmm.
right now, in this interview, baka naman you have some talent to share with us.
Oh, eto
Maybe
tayo.
sing, dance,
Alam mo, Mark, ano
or baka
eh,
nagte-theater ka, di ba you
in,
mentioned earlier?
gusto ko matutunan yung TikTok, sumayaw sa TikTok. Yan, hindi ko pa nagagawa yan. So
Oo.
when you ask me about my special talents, sana ma-recreate ko yung time na I'm so payat pa, nagbabalay ako,
Yeah.
when I used to do jazz. Those were the days, no? And I used to be like part of the parang bayanihan dancers, quote
Oo.
unquote, in Saints ko before. I was really into the dancing, no? Kaya lang, syempre ngayon, medyo out of shape tayo. so, so, sabi ko, parang hindi pa muna 'to. Maybe sa next ano natin, paghahandaan ko yung dance number.
Sige. Hindi, kahit nakaupo lang. Baka
Kahit
naman.
nakaupo. Gosh, ano ba? Siguro sing konti, but baka
Okay.
nakakatawa lang. Um, ano ba? Sintonado ako, Mark eh.
Hindi, any favorite song or any song that inspires you to
Well,
be in
yeah,
this,
well,
yeah.
kasi there's an article on there was an article that came out before that was like, what's with getting married? And it says, when you are with Miss Kutchie, you're like hiring a fairy godmother. Parang ganung peg, no?
Mm-mm.
Or somebody who does magic. And it's magical. So, one of the favorite songs I like for weddings is Got to Believe in Magic. So, it's, di ba? It's like,
Favorite ko din yan, oo.
oh, nako, you must do with me pala. Ay, nako, hindi pwede. Hindi pwedeng ako lang.
Sure.
Kailangan duet yan, Mark. So, sige, duet game. Wait, let's look for the lyrics of that one. Let's see it.
Sige.
It's nice eh. Wait lang. Alam ko, I found one. Ato, ato, Mark.
Pero
Did you
syempre
find the
ikaw muna
lyrics?
para marinig naman ng ating viewer.
Wait lang, Mark. You have to do with me here. So, first paragraph. Well, let's do the three paragraphs. I'm just looking at the ano lang sa Google now. I can
Yeah.
do the first paragraph. You do the second.
Sige.
Then duet the third.
Napagsubo. Yeah,
Ayan.
but
Simulan ka
anyway.
to. Ayan. Did you find it?
Yes, yes.
The lyrics are nice. So, sige, I'll start.
Sige.
Para ma-inspire naman yung mga iba. Okay?
Yeah.
So, wait lang. Okay, game. Sintonado ako So, Mark, for you lang to. So, game. Take me to your heart. Show me where to start. Let me play the part of your first love. All the stars are right. Every wish is ours tonight, my love.
Okay, so ako na. Ako
Your
na pala.
turn.
Be with those who wait, trusting love to fate, finding out too late that they've lost it. Never let them go. They will never know the ways of love.
Got to believe in magic. Tell me how two people find each other in a world that's full of strangers. You've got to believe in magic, something stronger than the moon above. 'Cause it's magic when two people fall in love. Yes! Oh my God!
Yes, guys. So we
Nakakahiya.
gotta believe in the magic of Miss Kutchie.
Yan. So, ipilit mo
Yeah.
na lang later.
So
I
book na
believe
kayo ng
in
weddings
magic
niyo.
talaga. Oo, naku, baka meron pa silang free soloist na mabook in me. Pero joke lang yan.
Oo.
Actually, pinagbigyan ko lang talaga si Mark kung
Oo.
ano yung special talent na pwede. Kahit sintonado.
Ay, hindi, guys. Ano yun? Yun na yung bagong ano ni Kutchie ngayon. Line of business. Yung ano na siya ng Third Avenue.
Oh my God! The Third Avenue. I love them. So, ano yan, Mark? So, next event mo, we have to get the Third Avenue. Yan, may plug pa tayo.
Yes. So, sila din yung kay sister, di ba?
Yes, so
Yeah.
every wedding, it's really a magical experience for me. Even when it's unfolding, sometimes I get goosebumps kasi parang, di ba, create mo, plinan mo. But of course, you don't know how it's going to unfold on the day, di ba?
Yeah.
Pero pag nagtuloy-tuloy siya, parang ang magic ng effect kasi, wow, everything's coming into play. So yeah, that's how it is. Mm-mm.
So yun yung meaning ng song, no, for you, yeah.
Yes, very
Yes.
much.
Mm.
Uh,
Pero ano, I'm just curious lang, no. Miss Kuchi, have you ever cried while a bride is walking down the aisle? Like kahit hindi mo siya
ah,
relative, it's not related to you, pero parang naiyak ka lang sa tuwa.
yes,
Or,
Mark, it happened. It happened to me. I can't forget this wedding. Ang story nila was like Romeo and Juliet. The bride is fighting for the groom. Technically because yung groom is like all alone in it, no? Wala siyang family who's supporting him for the wedding. So everybody's like alam mo yon, parang against the wedding. So
yeah.
that day, it was just the family of the bride in the church. And then lahat ng family ng groom wala. Except for one na uncle niya who supported him financially and a cousin. That's it. And then when he was walking, alam mo yung surge yung feeling ko na gosh, this is surreal na he pushed through with it in spite of the odds na
Mm,
ayaw ng family niya dun sa family ng girl.
mm,
And then he was walking talaga, ako yung umiiyak. Parang feeling ko, ano, kamag-anak ako. Sobrang
mm,
feel ko yung tapang niya.
mm,
So, and it made me like parang, wow, this is something else. So yeah, that was one experience I had. I can't forget that one.
mm.
Mm.
Yeah, so in
So
this
mahirap
kind
yun,
of
di ba?
in this kind of industry talaga na you bring the union of love, no, between two people together, no. And that's really very
Yes.
a worthwhile experience, no. Na
Yeah,
parang
and
once in a
it's
lifetime lang siya mangyari, yeah.
kaya, you know, I was happy. Syempre, nung wedding nila Nika and Aaron, both the families are together planning, no? But sometimes we get families that they're in a feud, no? And it happened quite a few times to me na hindi natuloy yung wedding just because nag-aaway na yung parents. Promise. And you know, at the back of my head, it was like, wait, parang the couple themselves can seem to fight for it on their own. And what happens is that magdi-disintegrate na yung planning.
Mm,
Ako, naiiwan ako sa ere, like biglang, oh my God, what just happened? Biglang hindi natuloy.
yeah.
Ang daming issues, Mark, no? Daming issues nangyayari. So, it's like, kaya ang isang wedding para mangyari, sobrang ano yon, blessing yon na both families are into it and supportive.
Mm,
That's really, ano na, a lot of swerte
success,
in
yeah,
a, and a success in a couple. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, before we end, so parang what piece of advice or any message you would want to give sa ating mga viewers? Anything that you'd like to impart to them? Yeah,
Well, basically, with regards to wedding, let's go to like the topic now, which is the magulong pandemic na hindi pa natatapos.
yeah.
All I can say to my couples is that as long as both of you have this objective in mind, na you want to push through with your wedding and you will go through all the challenges together, just then fight for it and continue on with it. Kasi at the end of the day, parang makaka-move on lang kayo sa next chapter, di ba, of your life. If you are going to go to the challenge, dito pa lang, it's already the challenge. So, kung ma-pass through nyo yon with flying colors, you know, you survived it, then pretty much, you know, the next chapter of your life as a married couple will be on a good start. So, I'm very positive na
Mm,
maganda yung ganong mindset for anyone getting married. Oo.
mm.
So, yan. Wag
Yeah.
lang mawawala ng ano, ng tawag dito, positivity. Pero positive not positive sa COVID.
A brighter
Yan.
future, parang yeah, ganun. Yes.
Correct, Mark.
Mm. How about ano
Yan.
naman, any message to dun sa mga gustong who would want to pursue this kind of interest, no? For
Ay,
this
nako,
kind of
Mark, thank you
career.
so much. Thank you so much for asking that question kasi I want to plug that I'm very open. The industry is very open technically to new players and even yung mga dating nasa industry who wants to market again kasi nagkaroon
Mm,
ng pandemic. I'm going to have a Getting Married Bridal Fair na mabubuhay siya ulit after 2 years. This February 19 and 20 at the SMX Convention Center at the ground floor. So it's going to be a big one. And the first fair that we're having ever since nag-start itong gulo ng pandemic. So there will be a lot of suppliers all in one roof giving extra discounts, special promos. Then if you are a supplier and you want to be known o makilala ka sa industry, this is the playground for you
Yeah.
para makilala ka ng mga soon-to-weds.
Mm-mm.
Yan. So, and we market it heavily, kaya hindi sila lugi doon sa pagsali sa amin. So, and Mark, visit ha, if you have time.
Yeah, we'll try.
Punta ka. Yeah, punta ka. Even if you're not
Hopefully,
getting married.
the cases na are starting to go down by then. Yeah.
Yeah. We're looking at the pag-plateau na or pag-down na ng curve or something, mag-flatline na siya eventually. So yan. So hopefully you can visit.
Yeah. And yeah, dun sa mga those who are wanting to pursue this kind of passion, alam mo guys, you just do it. Yeah, 'di ba no, Miss Kutchie? Just let
Yes,
them do
oo.
it. Yes.
Just let your heart guide you. Sabi nga ni Mark kanina, it comes with passion. Totoo yan. Kasi if like, iisipin mo lang kung kikita ka ba kaagad
Oo.
or
Or
puro profit
trabaho
yung
lang.
isipin mo, right, it won't happen agad-agad, no? It takes patience. So yung love for the craft, it should be there. And when you're passionate about it and you're doing it really well, money comes in after. Ganun talaga yung belief ko dyan. And
Yes.
people will see through you. Basta lang, you're very sincere about the job that you're doing. Ayan. Thank you, Mark.
Ayan. So thank you din, Miss Kutchie. And yeah, so before we end this, would you like to promote na muna your social media or your socials?
Yes, you can reach us in our Facebook page. We're quite active there at the Getting Married Wedding Coordinators and Event Planners page. I also have an Instagram, Getting Married Philippines. And then in TikTok, it's Kutchie Salariaga. And in my website, it's www.gettingmarriedfeels.com.
Yeah.
Honestly, the website has a mirror page, which is the www.gettingmarriedbridalfair.feels.com. When you open it, nandun naman yung bridal fair concerns natin about other suppliers. Yun. So, in a nutshell, that's my world in the social media.
Yes.
So hope they get to check any of our sites and feel free to message us, DM us for inquiries.
Okay, yeah. So thank you so much again, Miss Kutchie, and yeah.
Salamat
din.
Mark. Oo.
Thank you so much for
Nako,
your time.
pasensya na sa sintonado segment, pero ginawa ko lang yun for you. Ayan.
Yeah,
Sige.
thank you. And yeah, so by the way, guys, so this has been Mark, and thank you so much for watching, and hope you can like, comment, subscribe, and of course, turn on the bell if you haven't yet for you to be notified. So till my next one, so thank you. The lights may have turned off, the curtains may have fallen, the tables, the chairs, the flowers may have all gone away. But here's a bigger story that indeed is truly magical. Magic? Yes, because it's a story of two people that will truly love, whose love will last a lifetime. And you got to believe that. Believe me, it's magic when two people really fall in love.